the star, we look up in the sky and we see him shine brightly, but that light started to shine a long time ago, and it's just now evident of that light coming to earth when we see it. You know, in the life of a teacher, very often you don't get the rewards or even know that you truly made a difference very often until years and years later. Teachers, congratulations, because you've made a huge difference, obviously, in the lives of students who selected you to be a part of a ceremony so that they could lift you up and honor you. You have a student that has not only had great success on the academic side, but they've become great young men and great young women. So thank you for your investment in who they are and creating greater citizens for tomorrow.
There is no greater reward, I can speak from experience, no greater reward for these educators tonight than to be recognized by such outstanding students. It is my great honor to introduce and help recognize these amazing students and their incredible teachers. First up, Kyle Adamczyk and Stephanie Henschel. He is known for his illegible handwriting. She exhibits copious amounts of patience and serves not only as an educator but a role model for her students. Through service and integrity, patience and humility, she has proven herself as an exemplary servant of the student body and America at large. Mrs. Henschel wrote, "Kyle truly cares about understanding a concept. Although he makes good grades, he focused more on learning than getting the grade." Next up, Osama Alambad and Kay Allen. He is known for being extremely outgoing, funny, and friendly. From the first day I met Mrs. Allen, I knew that throughout my tough years of high school, I could rely on her for help, and I knew that no matter what her situation was, she would drop what she was doing and give me 100% of her energy and time. Mrs. Allen wrote, "He is one of those students who always lights up a room with his warm smile and positive attitude. He is a natural leader and role model for others because he sets the bar high for himself in all aspects." Kara Antonio and Brian Rogers. Kara is known for that one, quote, tropical girl from Hawaii who plays tennis, Filipina, green smoothies, and acacia bowls. I have known Coach Rogers since my sophomore year of high school. He is not only a teacher in my eyes, but a role model and has strengthened my problem-solving skills along the way. Coach Rogers wrote, he is amped, surfing term, about her future. Strong in faith, strong in spirit, strong in love, and strong in life. Avery Boone and Jessica Guerrero. Avery is known for knowing a lot of random information. Mrs. Guerrero is a kind, sassy, and extremely intelligent individual. She has displayed a multitude of important life lessons through her courageous actions and compassionate, motivating words. Mrs. Guerrero had these things to say. For 2 years now, she has kept me on my toes. Her junior year, taking college biology presented challenges that she taught herself to overcome without complaining or making excuses. She would find a way to make it work. Next student, Darius Bowen and Mrs. Melissa Fisher. He said Mrs. Fisher helped him plan for the future to attend college. She molded me into the person that I am today. Mrs. Fisher wrote this about Darius. Her first impression of Darius was a quiet and reserved kid, but little did she know he had so much hidden personality. His passion for excelling in all that he does is one of his most admirable qualities. Landry Brown and Jennifer Thomas. Mrs. Thomas not only cares about my high school career, but she also generally cares about what I want to pursue after I graduate. Mrs. Thomas is always ready to support and listen to her students, and I've never left her office without resolving the problem I went in with. Mrs. Thomas has this to say, "Landry is awesome," all caps. As I've gotten to know her, I realize she is highly respected by her peers and teachers for her optimistic views and willingness to help others. Next student is Andrew Davis and Mrs. Kendra Blakely. Oh, wait, no, my bad. Drew Davis, not Andrew, Drew Davis. He's gonna come up here. He's known for being involved in theater, being the Hawk mascot, being the pep rally announcer. I've had the outstanding privilege of being one of Mrs. Blakely's students. I chose Mrs. Blakely for the fact that she has always been incredibly supportive of my endeavors, even ones in which she is not directly involved. Mrs. Blakely has this to say, "It was my honor to have Drew in my AP English class, and I can truly say that I have never taught a student of any higher character than this young man." Janiyah Davis and Angela Smith. She is known for embodying grit. It is not exaggeration to say that a great teacher can change a student's life. Mrs. Smith has become one of the most influential role models in mine. Mrs. Smith constantly inspires and encourages me to strive for greatness. Mrs. Smith has this to say about Janiyah. Janiyah is one of the most driven and dedicated students that I've ever met. Upon first meeting her, I was extremely impressed by her level of maturity and poise. Her grit and determination to achieve her goals is beyond inspirational. Next up, Ashlyn Estrada and Rhonda Bennett. She has attended Red Oak ISD school since kindergarten. The moment I realized I truly enjoyed math was in Mrs. Bennett's 3rd grade class. She laid my foundation for math, considering that I now tutor other children in it. Ms. Bennett says this about Ashlyn. Ashlyn was such a great student. She always worked so hard and gave me her best. She was one of those students that you just knew was going to do well and that you wanted to follow her through school just to see the great things she would accomplish. After all, they have to be with us when they are in our class, but when they come back is when it touches us the most. Jet Grayson and Eugene Cadill. My teacher, Mr. Cadill, through his thorough and precise teaching, has brought forth a passion for physics within me. He made sure the class was difficult and comprehensive while still retaining the fun nature and humorous atmosphere that he carries with him. When I first met Jet his sophomore year, I was very impressed with his positive attitude and his behavior. I have had the rare opportunity of teaching Jet 3 subjects, and he has proven to me that he is one of the top students of Red Oak High School in math and science. Iman Habash and Dr. Cohenhauer. She is known for organization and planning skills. Dr. Cohenhauer is a compassionate professor. She has taught me very crucial lessons, not only about literature, but about adventure and enjoying every moment. She is a very honest woman, and this honesty that she possesses has allowed me to grow both in my writing and my character. Iman is an energetic, passionate, and truly genuine young woman, and those who know her mantra that she says as a prelude to virtually every task, "I've got this, breathe, I've got this," 20 different times. Our next student, Lily Hicks and Angela Thomas. She is known for making people smile when they are down. Not only has Mrs. Thomas encouraged me to use creativity in my schoolwork, but she has also created an environment that allows every student to feel comfortable and confident in their academic abilities. I am honored to have been chosen by Lily as her star teacher. Lily and I both share a passion for psychology. It has been a long-time goal of mine to have a place where students can come together and share their enthusiasm for psychology and discuss topics beyond our normal curriculum. She is truly leaving a legacy for future Red Oak High School students. Nathan Houghton and Megan Zerwiski. He is known for a 2-year drum major, TMEA All-State. She has been one of the biggest influences in his life. From the beginning of 6th grade, when I just started band, Mrs. C had inspired me to not only be the best musician, but also the best person. Even though he has been out of our middle school band for years, Nathan still has an impact on each horn player that comes through the program. As a 6th grader, he was bright and hardworking and came to class each day with a level of snarkiness that certainly kept me on my toes. Anaya Jefferson and Jordan Ia. She's known for randomly breaking out in song and dance. This is true. Over the years, Mr. Ia has taught me that you can learn a lot and laugh a lot at the same time. His class is always a good part of my day, no matter what. When Anaya was a sophomore, it didn't take me long to notice what a bright and talented student she is. Within a few weeks, I had to talk to her in the hall before class started so I could ask her to stop answering all of my questions before the rest of the class even had a chance to process them. To this day, she still patiently waits for the others, which is just one example of her grace and intelligence. Hunter King and Julie Wirch, and he's known for being hardworking and diligent. When I met Mrs. Wirch in my freshman year, from the start I knew that she would be someone that I could look to for help and guidance. There were times where she believed in me and my abilities even when I didn't believe in myself. I cannot say enough great things about Hunter. He is truly a joy, and he brightens everyone's day that comes in contact with him. I have watched Hunter work hard at everything he sets his hands to do, and I have really enjoyed when Hunter and I have had the chance to sit and dream about his future. Alyssa Labrum and Mr. Stephen Moss. She is known for being that one kid with perfect pitch. Throughout all 4 years of high school, Mr. Moss has been a continuous inspiration and role model to me. He values everyone he meets and always appreciates them for everything they do, no matter how small. Alyssa is a true artist in every sense of the word. She is a tremendous accomplished musician who never boasts about her high developed gifts and talents. She is a rare person, and I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity to know such a wonderful human being. Magdalene Links, and now Mr. Andrew Davis, yes. She is known for being kind and stylish. Her junior year is known as the toughest year in high school, but with Mr. Davis's constant enthusiasm and positivity, my junior year was filled with enlightenment and laughter. He is a brilliant guy who inspires others in a unique and genuine way. Magdalene, aka Magi, is an amazing student because of her insight in discussions and her leadership with her group projects. I'll always remember how her cheerful spirit, no matter how stressful the class got with a ton of work, she would always be smiling. Joden Perez and Demetria McElroy. He's known for being funny, kind, having once blonde hair, and playing tennis. Ms. McElroy is in no way the teacher who comes to school, gives an assignment, then goes home. She is an instructor who has educated me on not only the concept of AP Computer Science, but also the subject of life. It has been an awesome experience to have the pleasure of working with such a brilliant student as Joden. We all have had programs that crashed and didn't run, but rather than giving up, Joden's resilience and confident attitude would shine as he pressed forward. Alexis Rabb and Diane Kessler. She is known for her pizza backpack and huge hair. I expected math to be hard in high school, but Mrs. Kessler made it fun. The work atmosphere was comical and welcoming, allowing me to excel. I actually made 100 every 6 weeks. What I always remembered about Alexis was her positive attitude and her fearlessness. I have truly enjoyed watching her grow these 4 years at the high school, always with a positive outlook and with a smile on her face. Emily Smith and Andrea Fanning. She is known for being an animal and baby lover. The moment Coach Fanning started her job in Red Oak at the junior high, she had a team full of girls whose hearts belonged to her. She was a setter when she played volleyball here at Red Oak High School, and I started setting when Coach Fanning came to our school, and since then I've always looked at her not only for advice on the court, but in the real world too. Emily was in 8th grade the first year I came to Red Oak. I was instantly impressed with her work ethic. Emily leads by example and is selfless. She is always trying to better herself on and off the court. Janice Wade and Justin Harden, and she's known for being the non-related cousin. Mr. Harden has been such an amazing teacher. He also motivated me to be the great student I am today and believed in me all along the way. Even though he's my cousin, who's not really my cousin, he feels like family because of the impact he has had on me. As a freshman, Janet was in the very first Project Lead the Way Intro into Engineering Design class that we had here, and she simply excelled at it. She had a fun personality that her peers loved being around, as well as a strong work ethic that helped her succeed in this challenging field of engineering. Andrew Steiner and Christina Valderas. He's known for being a person of character. Whenever I go to see Mrs. Valderas, it is always the best part of my day. I have come to her with personal issues, and she is always there for me with advice and encouragement. And every time I talk to Mrs. Valderas, I am left feeling supported and with a smile on my face. When I think of Andrew Steiner, the words that come to mind are honest, intelligent, and kind-hearted. One of the things that has impressed me about Andrew is his dedication to being a part of the robotics club as a team leader. He is passionate about being a part of the success of this organization so that he can leave a legacy at Red Oak. Alex Vallejo and Mike Burns. He is known for golf. I've had the privilege of having Coach Burns for 2 years. Coach has taught me a lot on and off the course. I know I can speak for the rest of the team when I say that Coach Burns has shaped us into good players and students through his support and passion. Alex is a polite, affable, engaging young man. He does an excellent job of balancing school, work, and golf with his involvement in many clubs and organizations. Alex is the type of person others enjoy being around, and he has a way of bringing out the best in others. Aaron Watson and Coach Johnny Johnson. Coach Johnson isn't a man of many words, but his words have impacted many students from his time down at the junior high to today where he is in the high school. I had first met Coach Johnson in the 7th grade as it was the beginning of my first year of playing football, and while I hadn't had much of a clue as what to do, the coaches helped guide my team and I to being district champs. No matter the difficulty I was dealing with, I always knew that I could go to him for help. I've coached well over 3,000 athletes in my career here at Red Oak ISD, and if I had to rank every athlete, Aaron Watson would be at the very top of that list. If every athlete I've coached was like Aaron Watson, it would have been as close to perfect as you could get. I love this young man as if he was my own son, and I'll always hold a special place for him in my heart. Finishing us off, Devin Wilcox and Alexia Menzel. And he is known for acting, making short films, making people laugh, creating my own very elaborate Halloween costumes. For 4 years, Mrs. Menzel has been an outstanding resource of inspiration for me. She's truly helped define me as an artist, which is an incredibly important aspect of who I am, and with endless encouragement of my acting and writing endeavors, reinforced my chosen career path. This is my 4th year of teaching and my 4th year to have Devin as an art student, so he will always hold a special place in my memory. Devin's level-headedness, maturity, and work ethic have always impressed me, and I have no doubt these admirable qualities will carry him toward many great successes within his lifetime.
Congratulations, seniors. You're almost there. We're so excited we get to be a part of this. We hope we have helped provide you with a memorable night. Again, thank you for this opportunity to honor you.